It's going to be a great Saturday night for racing. Here we go in Atlanta.
All these guys talked about after qualifying wanting to be in that outside lane, and you're going to see why right here. You see Creed's able to get to the back bumper of Sam Mayer, trying to push down the backstretch. They should have a little bit of momentum as they exit 2.
Well, they were well connected, but then the bottom there got connected. Taylor Gray getting to the back of Quappo. Look at the push down into
over
3.
him. Gosh, he was just shoving him all the way down into the corner. Carson, though, is not going to be able to clear Sam Mayer. He seems slide up the racetrack just a little bit. It looks to me as, oh, did you see Taylor Gray shoot to the outside? Yeah.
Oh, and Carson, there was a bit of a hole there that Sheldon Creed closed up to his teammate Sam Mayer, and so now Carson's stuck on the bottom. This is going to happen quickly. If you're on the bottom, you start to see cars behind you disappear. You're going to want to almost force yourself in that top lane.
3/4 front, 2 out the back, half in front.
Oh, little shove right there for Gio trying to move that lane along.
Yeah,
car.
Yeah, really good. We need some straightaway help. More off of 4 down the front than the back.
At 19, Gio Ruggiero making his second career start, ran the truck race earlier today where he's full-time finished. That big crash.
Caution.
First caution of the day, lap 5.
So we got that all started where Sieg actually got loose in the middle of 3 and 4, went up the track just slightly. Corey Day went to the middle to put it 3 wide. Ryan didn't realize he was there, nor did Gio Ruggiero. They squeezed all together. End up with Ryan Sieg going around in front of the field to the tri-oval.
Let's listen to some radio.
Every week he's an idiot. I don't know why he's in that car.
Obviously frustrated and glad to see him walking out of the car. He had a really hard hit into the outside wall through the tri-oval, really flush angle. And I do think this is a bit of just the fight for real estate at this racetrack. So we're a little further back here of Corey Day.
Yeah, Corey's actually running 4th right there. You see just to the outside of Carson Quapple.
Well, that's Rajah.
Oh, it is. I'm sorry.
Both HendrickCars.com.
Yeah.
It gets
Just
confusing.
like,
Trust
yeah.
me, the spotters have the same issue. So here we go. You see the 39. Just go up the racetrack a little bit. There was a small wiggle you could almost not see. He doesn't quite realize they're 3 wide right there with Corey Day. Gio Ruggiero's right below him. They all meet in the same spot, and unfortunately ends up with Ryan Sieg going to the wall hard.
Green once again here in Atlanta.
Yeah, the roles are slightly reversed. You see Taylor Gray on the inside, has Carson Quapple behind him, not attached at all. Outside lane, very organized. All 3 of them, 4 of them all lined up right there.
We'll see if they connect on the backstretch like they did on the start of the race, where they really had a lot of momentum down into 3. Doesn't look, they're definitely getting connected, but not quite able to gain momentum on those HFT teammates on the top side.
And you can really tell how hard the car behind is pushing based on how out of control the car in front looks like.
Wow. A little smoke there, 41.
I think it's a bit of, well, yeah, maybe.
It might be, I thought maybe it was just
speed he drives.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, definitely out of the left
that's
front.
an oil line or something. I don't see any tire rub at all. Got to wonder if something come loose on that car.
Maybe
Here they did have a little bit of contact.
Oh, yeah, you can see the body pushed in there.
Yeah, I mean, he
Wow.
and Taylor Gray in that white and yellow 54, here they are coming toward the start-finish line. Bam, right there's the contact.
Taylor trying to side draft.
Yeah, just didn't judge it correctly.
Still outside. Still
Riding
there.
on board here,
yeah,
just
just
Carson
Gap up yet.
Quapple.
Still out there, the 88.
Completely misjudged trying to go up there and side draft.
The good news, though, is that
It's kind of settled itself down.
it's not getting worse, which is great. Yeah, that first lap was really bad, but see when the car goes in and it compresses right here, I'm feeling a little better about it right now.
Things come at you fast when you're racing at EchoPark Speedway, and that's certainly the case for Sam Mayer. Great start to the event from the pole, leading the race, tire issue. He makes an unscheduled pit stop. To add insult to injury, he's speeding, and so with that, he's going to be a couple of laps down, and he's going to have to come from behind here today. And that sets up Jesse Love to take over the race lead. Let's go back and see the 41 falling back. You watched it side by side.
He did a great job here with the left front going down, getting out of the way here. He's pointing everyone by. He does this all the way down the front stretch as cars go by, but then this is a unique pit road here at Atlanta. You actually enter into turn 3. You have a different speed through the turn 3 portion till you get to the pit road portion portion. You have to slow down even more. You don't usually do a green flag stop here, but it's so unique that for many years, as we first went here, a lot of us in the sim would do practice runs onto pit road because you almost need a brake marker down the backstretch to understand exactly when you need to start braking and get slowed down to what's 90 miles per hour through that apron portion.
When Anthony Alfredo made his pit stop, he got a commitment line violation. You're just not used to doing it here under green, and because you don't get that practice, you really can't work on it outside of what Parker talked about in the sim. So challenges for all these guys.
Same
Look
move
at this,
right there
3
we saw
wide for
earlier.
second. Black and white 99. Parker Retzlaff getting a shove from the 54 of Taylor Gray as they follow Jesse Love around.
Almost exactly what we saw early on in the race.
Side.
No wreck this
Outside.
time. Parker Retzlaff doing an awesome job getting all the way up to second right here.
No!
Austin Hill super loose on the inside of Justin. I think Justin jumped to his outside like
Back up
we
here,
saw
guys, go.
earlier.
Well, it's like he's got a parachute now, falling back.
Yeah,
Everybody driving by on the inside.
His shorts are full is what's going on right there. He's trying to gather it up.
Well, I mean, he had gone from 20th to the top 10. Now he's outside the top 15. Here's team radio.
I've gotten really loose all of a sudden. I might have a slow leak. I'm about spun out 1 and 2 the last lap.
Well, very similar to what we saw with Sam Mayer earlier. That seemed like that tire was slowly going down. Wait and see what happens. He's going to feel this out. The fact that he's resting his right arm on the leg brace on the straightaway tells me it's probably starting to feel a little bit better.
When with 8 laps to go in the stage, you can try and ride it out here, right?
Yeah.
It has been entertaining to say the least.
And this is a great time if you're Retzlaff, take a chance right here. See in 3 and 4 if you can clear the 2 car. Jesse Love's going to go wherever he thinks they're going to go to try to make that block.
Allgaier out of line, looking for a spot on Taylor Gray. Been a great first stage for him. It's all about the rear view mirror for Jesse Love.
I thought Rajah was going to have the help there from Justin Allgaier. He wasn't able to get there. And for Retzlaff, he just couldn't materialize the run on the 2.
RCR undefeated in the stages this year. 2 for Austin Hill last week. Today, stage 1 goes to his teammate, Jesse Love. Love wins it all, +2 for Taylor Gray, but there was a bobble there, and we'll go back and have a replay. Crew member involved. Looks like everybody is up and hopefully okay. Look at this. This tire hit the wall, bounced away.
Oh!
Crew member goes and gets it.
Oh.
That is just such a tough situation.
Tough individuals on pit road, but man, that's tough. It's just the timing. I guess if you're Taylor's position, you can't see that there's a tire out there. Then he runs right as you're releasing.
Penalty for Gio Ruggiero, 19 team over the wall too soon. Free pass, Chad Fincham. As the leaders come through the EchoPark restart zone, we're underway in stage 2.
I was really impressed with how long they were able to run side by side. The last couple of restarts we had. You see the gaps behind Rajah, pretty big to Brandon Jones. Might hurt the momentum in that outside lane.
The bottom's not connected here. Sheldon Creed and Carson Quapple start to fade.
Well, that gap gave a great spot for one of the cars on the bottom to move up. Right behind Rajah, I can't tell who that is.
And in these first couple of laps on a restart, that bottom can work really well. You got a bunch of cars down there. If you can get connected and get the momentum, you want to use this. Jesse knows that. See, he's protecting the bottom through the corner here. He saw them having momentum. That Sheldon Creed moves up to the top. That leaves Carson Quapple leading the bottom lane. That worked out perfect for Sheldon, and Jesse covered both lanes perfectly.
Going to break. Here comes 00. Sheldon Creed driving by Jesse Love for the lead.
This is a beautiful example of how you pass at Atlanta when it becomes a single line. You may think, where do you go? You do exactly what he did. Jesse got a little too far out. Sheldon had a massive run. He uses the shorter distance to the inside the dog leg, as Jesse's going to try and do right here, and then go up the racetrack into 1 and 2. If you can just clear them, it's aggressive, but it worked. Absolutely beautiful by Sheldon Creed.
Sheldon Creed has now led over 600 laps in his career. That's second most all time without a win in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. He doesn't want to own that record.
Oh,
He wants to get the
wide.
win, and look at this. 3 wide for the lead. Rajah Caruth flexing muscles. 88 on point here.
What an awesome move. I was wondering who was going to take advantage of those two getting locked side by side. Justin was hoping to clear Sheldon Creed there. They didn't. You get stuck side by side. It creates a massive draft for Rajah Caruth, who shoots the inside and takes the lead.
Well, and we always talk about Allgaier being the king of side draft. Did you see Sheldon doing the side draft to the 7 car right here? They're going to get stalled out. Look at the run that the 88 is going to have right here. Makes it 3 wide. Momentum, cleared, leader.
Final lap, stage 2. Caruth, Allgaier, Day. Quapple and Smith complete the top 5. Junior Motorsports looking to have a big bunch of points here in this second stage of the afternoon.
Rajah's got to be careful if Justin Allgaier gets a big run here. Got to push there from Corey Day, but those two side by side behind Allgaier is going to help Rajah.
Rajah takes a big, huge arc into turn 3. Allgaier's not sure where he's going to go.
Coming back to the green and white checkered flag. It's in the air, and it belongs to the 88 of Rajah Caruth. First career stage victory for the young driver from Washington, D.C. EchoPark restart zone. So Walich in control, outside lane. Final stage here at EchoPark Speedway.
Oh, the 99 did not stay connected.
Rajah jumped to the outside there.
Oh, it's going to be so good for the bottom as you see the 2 Junior Motorsports cars get to the lead. Corey Day is going to follow them through. Disaster for that outside row on 2 tires now. They find themselves back in the pack.
It's exactly what they did not want to happen. You wanted to keep the clean air, keep the front.
Oh, he's right there on the right rear of Retzloff.
I thought he was going to go outside, maybe get some drafting help from his teammate Sammy Smith. He settles in, but he's lost a lot of track position based on when you reflect on how stage 2 finished. Out front now, Carson Quapple.
Oh, hang on.
No! Up in there he goes! Quapple trying to hang on to it.
Oh.
Will this produce a caution? Everybody getting by so far, no major incident.
There's a lot of damage in his car. Justin Allgaier's got a
here.
tire probably going down.
We got right front tire down. I
Yeah,
think
he's got a right front down as well.
Sparks flying everywhere.
Well, they got to throw a caution.
And there it is,
Yeah.
caution
I mean,
out. 4th one of the day.
Oh.
2nd one for an incident on track.
So let's take a look at it here. He went to the inside. You got Carson Quapple on the outside. This Corey Day in the bottom. He goes off into 3, and the track sort of loses it. Yeah, he just doesn't get down the track. He almost, you know, either is loose or tight.
It's
whatever.
either he couldn't
hiding.
turn the wheel,
Couldn't
right?
get down.
Yep.
And, you know, he just oversped the base of the entry of the corner there on the bottom. Went up into the 1.
Yeah, Carson's going to expect him to be down where you see Austin Hill underneath him.
And you said his name, right place, right time. Austin Hill leading again here in Atlanta. This is just amazing.
And Corey was, you know, has really picked up this form of racing quickly. Finds himself up front, but these are the things, the mistakes that we see from inexperienced drivers.
51 to go as they go through the EchoPark Automotive Restart Zone.
I want to see how he can manage these lanes, if he can get out front. We saw his teammate Jesse Love, who you see is pushing Sawalich on the inside, but Austin has a great gift for that, and he has a tremendous pusher behind him in Sheldon Creed.
Those are old teammates outside lane. Sheldon Creed used to drive that 2 car, trying to help his old teammate into the lead here.
He does it. Jesse Love did everything he could to push Sawalich there, but to no avail. He has to slot into the top right in front of Nick Sanchez.
Yeah, and now we're going to get to see what the 21 car has. Can he manage this race? We've seen a lot of cars get out front, and whoever's 2nd or 3rd, if they get too wide, be able to get back to the lead.
We do have a caution, 5th of the day, and it looks like Corey Day, yep, you see it right there, is in front of Sam Mayer. He's going to get the free pass, and with well over 30 laps to go, we're at 38 right now, so we'll get a restart inside of 35 to go. Plenty of time for Corey Day to get back in there as Cody Ware drives away, and there's some debris on track.
Yeah, Cody Ware had an issue here on the front stretch right in front of the pack. Started having debris go all over the place. NASCAR had to throw the caution here as they were approaching this.
It almost looks like those are spring rubbers that are a lot of them. 3 or 4 of them.
Going everywhere.
Yeah. Looks like the back of that car is super low as well, like some suspension is broken in the back.
Hill and Love through the EchoPark Restart Zone.
Sheldon does it again. Total disconnect on the bottom there. All three of them hooked up on the top. But really, this is what Sheldon Creed has to do. He's got to push Austin out here to break the plane of the bottom lane, get away from it, and then he's got to hope to back up eventually and be able to generate some momentum to make this pass. As you see Jesse Love with a big run down into 3.
Fourth car in line, outside lane, Rajah Caruth.
He's gonna clear him right
Look
here.
at this, down to the inside, they continue to race and he's out front.
All right, erase everything I said. That's exactly what you didn't want to have happen for Sheldon Creed. There are 2 of those RCR cars now in front of you.
Here we go.
Teammates don't play as big a
it's
role
gonna get
here.
push
at
here,
Atlanta.
0.
Creed tucked up behind Love. Will they make a move around Hill?
That was a great perspective we had from up top. You could see both Creed and Jesse Love being able to generate that run. I thought they were going to get there. Jesse Love, though, opted to stay in line. It's late in the race, so if he makes that move and doesn't make the pass, he has potential to fade way back. All those cars lined up on the outside. Look, he's going to do it again right here. See if that 00 can get to his bumper. Give him a push all the way down the front stretch. Here we go.
He's there. Not quite the momentum.
Nope. Oh, that's great, though. I love watching Jesse
here comes
work it.
Jesse. This is a late one.
2 car down now. Jesse Love looking for the race lead, trying to get around his teammate. Side by side for the top spot. Oh, there's contact. And Creed trying to take advantage of the 00.
Oh, they lost the momentum. Creed's going to be able to slide up in front of him right here.
Ross Chastain is right there. So is Brandon Jones. Incredible stuff. 00 on point.
That played out perfectly for Sheldon Creed. The RCR cars slowed each other down. He had a monster run off for turn 2, utilized it perfectly.
Chastain trying to take it away. Push from Brandon Jones. Jeff Burton is there. And Taylor Gray on those fresher tires is right back at the front.
That was a mistake by Austin Hill to get to the middle there. Now real
it's
tight
so
on for turn
tight.
4.
I think Austin Hill's going to be okay, though. That bottom line's going to be the one that struggles right here. The momentum's going to be on the outside.
Oh, Rajah into the wall.
Oh, hang on to it.
Gosh,
still sideways. What a save.
That was remarkable from Rajah Caruth.
Tell you what, Austin Hill powered back through there. That's kind of the old Austin Hill. It's what we're used to seeing. Creed's able to stay on his outside, though. I'm telling you, where he was a lap ago, Parker, to where he is now. 21 cars, got a lot of speed in it here at the end of this race. He's got his teammate right behind him. Oh, Rajah.
The teammates there, Sammy Smith and him. He went to the high side. That's so tough. Took the air off of Sammy, pushed him up the track. 3 wide again for second here. Brandon Jones getting pushed by Jeff Burton on the bottom.
Going to be 22 laps to go. You think about how strong Jordan Anderson was. The boss man driving the 32 last week inside the top 5 at Daytona. This week it's Ross Chastain, and he is delivering from the back.
I think Sammy Smith has a flat tire.
Oh, yeah,
Watch,
he's
look at that.
sideways.
Oh, I saw him
And there it
chase
goes,
it.
8's around. William Sawalich collected.
I saw the
Big
8
wreck.
chasing it all the way through the tri-oval, just trying to get woed up.
LeVar Scott in the 45 got damage.
That's such a shame for Sammy Smith. He's doing a great job once again at one of these drafting races. Was perennially there in the top 10 and top 5. So
We
you
got the
pointed
right
this out, Jamie.
Yeah, we got the right car marked here. It's the 8. See if there's any contact. I don't think anything from right there caused that, but you see how that car's dancing, wiggling? Yep. It's got like a left rear, right rear tire down. He's just trying to hang on to it.
Well, this is from when he got together there with his teammate Rajah. So that was about a lap earlier out of 2. They got together a little bit on the high side. Rajah was to his outside on the right rear. Took some air off his spoiler. He went up the track. They touched, and I'm sure that cut that tire down. And you pointed out the wiggles down the straightaway. That's the indication something is wrong. And now he's just hanging on. He's trying to hold it on to it.
Yeah. Speaking of Rajah, I mean, look at the 88 dive down and miss that.
He gets a little left side damage hitting the 87 of Austin Green for Rajah.
And hey, celebrate Austin Green, who's knocking on the door of the top 10 in the draft.
Oh, Brennan Poole gets caught up in that as well.
Shame.
Ryan Ellis, see LeVar Scott come in from the back.
Green flag back in the air, Ross Chastain in charge.
Oh, the bottom is not connected. Sheldon Creed, though, once again delivers. You see him shoving the 32.
Restart pusher and Sheldon Creed.
But that bottom's going to have a ton of, see a flat tire.
Austin Green, 87, looking for a top 10 finish. Got a problem here on the restart.
Hopefully he can get down and get to pit road. Look at the inside, though, up front. Austin Hill's going to get the lead right here.
The charge from Austin Hill.
Oh, not quite, but Jesse Love's still there. He's got a great pusher behind him, as it looks like.
Rajah's got a little bit of left front smoke.
Little bit.
13 to go.
Oh, the side drafts. Both of those guys, the 21 and Chastain side drafting on the entry of the corner.
And there's smoke everywhere. I mean, it's hard telling who's got damage and where the smoke is coming from because so many of these cars have been damaged. Creed pushing Chastain in the outside lane.
Talk about taking runs. Look at Rajah Caruth right there. Is ripped through the field. Now right behind these lead 5 cars.
Yeah, Rajah's got a little bit of damage. Like the splitter, I think, is knocked down on that car, and it's dragging, but it hasn't seemed to affect the speed of the 88 car.
It really is incredible how dinged up he's gotten tonight, and he just hangs in there, and there it goes. Another save by Rajah Caruth. Hard hitting the outside wall. That's Josh Williams in the 92.
Huge contact by the 92.
Oh, hard in the inside wall.
Caution is out for the 7th time.
He had to have gotten hooked when someone checked, like maybe he checked up for Rajah because he saw what was happening. Whoever was behind him did not.
Josh did a great job there. There was
your fault.
There was a chance where he was going to hit Rajah as they were slowing down on the backstretch and got the car to spin back around, but then got in the inside wall. So you see the tire left rear going down. There's the hit. Sam Mayer into the back of Josh Williams.
It's going to be fun. 6 remaining. Will there be another caution? Outside lane, Ross Chastain. He's in charge. To his left, one of the best ever in the draft, Austin Hill. Green again. Here we go to settle it at Atlanta.
Once again, Sheldon really connected to the 32 there of Ross Chastain. Brandon's into the bumper, the 21. They disconnect.
Big run on the outside by the 2. He's going to be able to get to the 00. Is the run going to come from Sheldon Creed now to go for the lead?
Look at Nick Sanchez getting aggressive in that 25. Sam Mayer is right there, a part of the equation. Chastain goes down low in front of Hill.
Chastain's going to try to manage these 2 lanes. It's going to be hard, though, as it gets down to the end. Both of those cars behind him, the 00, Sheldon Creed and Austin Hill, extremely fast cars tonight.
5 laps left.
Sheldon had to cover there through the second dogleg. Jesse Love, who was looking the inside, almost going to make it 3 wide, it looked like, for a second. That slowed a little bit of his momentum.
Yeah, Jesse Love being super aggressive. You see him trying to kind of force the issue through the middle. Brandon Jones is all over Austin Hill. You see the back of that car dancing around. Oh, 3 wide.
Sanchez up the middle, making it 3 wide. He's trying to go back-to-back in Atlanta, 4 remaining.
Sam Mayer behind him now. Austin Hill not in a good position, going to be on the bottom. That momentum's going to be on the top and in the middle.
I think this is going to work for Nick Sanchez if he can clear the 2 here, which he does. What a move to the middle. Now Sheldon has to block this. He doesn't. Nick Sanchez to the inside.
AM Racing has never won in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Could it be a delivery for Nick Sanchez? He's up to 2nd. Jesse Love is there. Austin Hill making a rally. All of it behind Ross Chastain with 3 to go.
Watch the 2 car right here. The 00 is all over him. He's going to have a little bit of momentum. Can he do anything with it?
Got to the outside of Nick Sanchez. Beautiful move there. Puts him right behind Ross Chastain when he's going to need some help.
Jesse Love, the reigning champ, is trying to make a late rally. Side by side with his teammate for 2nd. Sanchez starting to fade. Here comes Creed again in the outside lane. Parker Retzloff is there. Don't forget about Sam Mayer.
You can't count out Austin Hill, though. We know how good he is. It looked like he was out of it a lap ago.
Chastain leads 2 to go.
Sheldon needs that help. He needs Retzloff to get there. Somebody to the rear bumper. There is Retzloff, but now 21 of Austin Hill clears him. He's going to have that push from Sheldon Creed.
He's going to have 1 lap to try to get it done. The 2 car coming back on the inside. Look at him go for the lead right here into turn 3.
Crossover. Here's Austin Hill down to the inside. 21 back on point. He slides up in front of Ross Chastain. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Hill trying to repeat.
If you're Ross, you've got to get this run. You've got to back up off of 2 if you don't have the run here. Hope there's some help there from Sheldon on the outside, or Jesse Love if you choose the bottom.
Boys, Austin Hill has done it once again. He's put himself in the right position to win
Here comes the
6th
run.
race.
What does he do with it? To the bottom.
Chastain goes. There goes Austin Hill. He
job by Creed.
Woo! What about that, Sheldon Creed? It's about time. Way to go, buddy. Way to go, Andy Houston. So proud of this group. Awesome job. Woo! Unbelievable. Thank you guys so much.
This will be a popular win.
Massively.
Yeah.
What a moment for Sheldon Creed. He can thank Ross for a move down there at the bottom, but you know what? He was in position all night. So that's good sportsmanship. Give him a thumbs up. Former teammates, you know how much Sheldon has wanted this. 15 second place finishes and finally a winner in the O'Reilly Series. I thought this was the most pressure-packed year of his life. He had to get to victory lane. He had to do it early. I think this opens the floodgates for Sheldon Creed in 2026.
24 lead changes, a new track record, and the last exchange puts the 0-0. Sheldon Creed out front, and he drives off to his first win in his 138th start. Parker Retzlaff ended up second, and Nick Sanchez. How good is he in this race?
I thought he was in position to win.
Oh,
he
yeah.
had the momentum. Like, he is going to be able to pull this off.
That car qualified 28th yesterday.
Corey Day finished 4th.
Wow. What a comeback.
Some of these results, as we talk about the top 10, could be unofficial because there was a lot going on there as we came back around to the checkers. But Corey Day unofficially is 4th, unofficially 7th for Sam Mayer. Both those drivers a lap down in the final stage. Celebrate good times, Sheldon Creed.